Gentlemen, it's stunning to me that this campaign of indoctrination has arrived at the point where it appears to be so easy for the communists, the socialists, to inject race, the whole racial issue, into the debate in such a way that many viewers of this program would maybe continue to watch it simply because we're not all white. In other words, this idea they're spinning up that whites are evil and can't even possibly redeem themselves or even think properly simply because of their skin color seems to be gaining traction right now. Can you gentlemen speak to that issue?
I just find it very hard to believe. Whatever the sort of media, that ideological, committed, leftist, anti-American, Democrat media may say, I find it hard to believe that Americans are buying this because it violates a very simple logic. Now let me see here. In the days of segregation and discrimination, the number one thing that we were told, and the number one appeal that was made, was summarized in Martin Luther King's famous speech on the Mall, when he said that he longed for the day when people would be judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
That's right.
Right? And suddenly, after, by the way, astonishing success in the civil rights movement, in terms of removing the legal pretenses for segregation and the legal idea that you could somehow violate the very clear words of the Constitution and withdraw the equal protection of the laws from black folks just because their skin is black. Well, I'm sorry, folks. If you can't withdraw that protection from people because their skin is black, then you can't withdraw it from others because their skin is white. You can't do it. And you can't say, I'm going to punish you because your great-grandfather owned slaves. You can't say that either. See? Because, according to our law, we are to stand and be tried for our own actions and no other actions. Not for some heritage, not for some skin color. They are betraying us. They are betraying our country. They are betraying the solid premise of justice for all. We had to fight for it. It didn't happen overnight. But that fight was waged, and contrary to their lies, it was not just waged by aggrieved black people burning down cities and stuff, the way their strategy suggests. No. It was waged by people with white skin, a lot of them, who didn't necessarily understand all the big arguments, who only understood that according to our American belief, it's unjust to enslave another human being.
Right.
And once you see that humanity, you must also see the wrong of slavery. They waded through their own blood on battlefields we can scarce imagine for their horror. And they didn't do it because they loved black people. They did it because they loved God and His truth. And that will be our salvation now, or we will not be saved.
That's right.
John, I